that out. Fire that up.
Oh, hey, Swear.
Yo, what's everybody doing?
We're gonna do some Miles Attorney. We're gonna do some voicing.
Yep.
Ooh. I don't know how long I'm going to be around, but maybe I could do a little bit of voices as well. If you guys need any.
Yeah, if we have anyone that hasn't been voiced yet, sure.
Yeah, well, just letting you know I'm kind of on the clock, so,
All right.
Yeah, we're only gonna be doing this for a few hours as it is anyway. So.
Yeah, because I have to unfortunately leave a little early today. Yeah, because we're already on the middle of this chapter, so I don't really know if we have anyone new coming up.
No problem.
March 28th, 3:02 p.m. Detention Center lobby. Or visitors' rooms, I should say. You withheld information from me. Why? I didn't withhold anything. Or at least I didn't mean to. I just realized DM's not here. No, I'm sure he'll be on soon enough.
Is Jay not here?
No, Jay's here. DM isn't.
Oh, okay. This is you, Jay. I think Jay might be AFK for a bit.
Oh, so you are a member of the...
Oh, I mean, yes, but no. I'm not really a member. I'm still new. That's irrelevant. You're still a member. Okay.
Let's try this again. Why didn't you tell us?
Because it would have looked so suspicious. Me being a performer in the circus show. And me being friends with Bronco. I thought that if anyone found out, no one would believe I was innocent. Not even you, Kay. I thought I'd made it clear that I believed in you. But when you stare at me like that, I get so terrified.
You're a real smooth operator, aren't you, Miles? Any other scared ship you want to share?
You're really not helping, Fender. And at this rate, it sounds like we'll really will need to question him about everything all over again.
But just like, oh. So, what do you do at this circus, Simone?
I'm an animal tamer, kind of. I'm still learning the ropes.
That's so cool. Do you get to train lions and tigers and bears and stuff? Oh my!
Yeah, if you hadn't said it, I was going to. Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my! No. Hey, game makes the joke for us.
Joke anymore.
Yeah, game makes the joke for us. I work with this little guy.
Oh no!
What?
I say, yep. Monkey the money return, or money the monkey returns. Yep. That looks pretty tame already to me.
But you're not really a tamer. More like one of those old-timey organ grinders.
Pretty much.
Not now, money. I'm trying to. Oh, you little scamp.
What?
Dress tattooing him.
Yeah.
I was about to say, and now Ratatouille 2, monkey business.
Monkey's in the business.
Yeah, something tells me it's the organ grinder who's being monkeyed around. When we spoke to you before, you said you worked at a company. I was telling the truth. The circus really is a company. We all have titles and everything. The ringmaster's the CEO, and I guess you call me a gopher. I even have a line manager. She's the head of the animal taming department. It's part of the showbiz division. Such an inspiration. There isn't a creature in the world she couldn't convince to do her bidding.
Just even Michael's here. I'd like to see someone with him in the show.
I am not some kind of creature, Fender. So, this line manager, was she working with you on the show?
Yeah, just
Yes, it was just us two. It wasn't all that big of a job compared to what we normally do. She's usually the one performing on stage. I just do all the monkey work. But I did have a bit part this time. So only 2 members of the circus are relevant to this case. Alright, talk me through your movements here at the facility. Sure, I came to see Bronco at around noon 2 days ago. And that was when you brought him the chess set. Yes, that same evening, I started to work on setting up stage in the yard. It was so hard, I had to hold everything in by myself over multiple trips. They let us use one of the rooms in the prison for the storage. Workshop A, I think. Workshop A, where Knight's body was found.
Yep, for Jake.
Yeah, Tim says, look at the monkey face. Even money's all say it.
Oh,
You mean your boss didn't help you?
No, I can never ask her to schlep all that stuff around. Like I said, the monkey's work is my job. Once it was all set up, we did a run-through, and it must have been, around midnight by the time I left. Next morning, I was back and ready for the show, which started at 8 a.m. Then we performed till 10? So Mr. Sim was the only one of the pair to have entered the room where the body was found. And Knight's body was found immediately after the show ended. Do you have any idea why you were arrested?
What's so quickly? I've never seen a guy get booked so fast. Really, even little Leonard couldn't just pull somebody in on a hunch.
Never underestimate the power of an underdeveloped intellect. I think I might know why. When I was moving all the stuff, I went to go see how he was doing. Bronco, I mean. You went to the holding cells on your own? Tell me you had permission. No, it wasn't a formal visit or anything, so I had just sort of snuck over and no one stopped me. But you just seen him earlier that day. Why take the risk? I've known him since we were kids, when both of us were all alone. He doesn't have any family, you see, just like me. I knew he'd be feeling lonely and he'd want somebody to talk to, so I had to go see him. You don't have any family? For a while I had my dad, but he passed away when I was a little kid. Losing one's father as a child. I know that pain all too well.
He's just like you and me, Mr. Edgeworth.
There was no one else nearby when you went to see him? No, the other holding cells were empty and I didn't see any guards.
Somebody must have seen you or you wouldn't be in there.
Oh no. No. I messed up so bad, didn't I? So the assumption is that something happened while the two were alone together. At least I imagine that would be Winter and Judge Gavell's thinking. In any case, I think we'll need to speak to your boss next. Last I heard, she's supposed to be around today too. Somewhere in the yard. Tell her I'm sorry, won't you? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I let this happen.
Good thing, Simone. We're here for you. Think we can do, just say the word.
But, I mean, there's nothing I can do for you in return.
You don't have to worry about that. We're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club, after all. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill a knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here.
Now, what do we have here? A gosh darn defense attorney. That's what. Bravo, big guy! I can't believe I'm sick. Hey, yet David reminded me of your old man for a moment there.
I did?
After the Book of Gregory, and eternity is a friend of the faith. Simone me Buggo, this guy'll suffer any hardship for your friendship. Things are gonna be strictly amazing. Jesus.
I didn't realize Talk Like a Pirate Day had come early this year, Vendor.
But that's just the thing, you never know when a pirate will strike next. Anyway, kid, you want some candy?
No thanks, I don't like sweet stuff.
No. I wouldn't mind a nice shit myself. The great thing scallion for the dread pirate K. Yar me hearty. Yar me hearty.
Sale for One Piece.
The soul 7 seed together and claim the greatest treasure of all, the truth.
Timber me timbers, you two will be the death of me. Come on, let's set sail for the prison yard. But no sea shanties on the way, please.
Look, the shutter's open.
That's the way out to the yard, I believe.
Let's go take a look. Come on, what are you waiting for?
Someone's excited. March 28th, 3:37 p.m. Prison yard. So this is the famous yard. Circus performance was taking place here just before the body was discovered.
It's a camera glitch.
It's like the backdrop to some ethnic festival.
Most of the prisoners were assembled here when the body was discovered, which means that anyone who saw the show has an alibi. Alright, time to take a look around.
Whee!
Yay!
Stop hitting me! Help, Mr. Recorder!
Cease and desist, you beast!
It's got worse.
Fast forward to action.
Somebody out, help!
And this would be...
Think-
Yeah, this would be you.
Stay, Azia, stay.
Who's that?
Well. Oh, you found a new friend to play with. Good for you, girl.
Play with? Your elephant nearly ate me.
No way. She never do a thing like that. Azia doesn't even bite. At least not very often.
So she does have a taste for human flesh?
How did you like meeting a real live elephant up close? Aren't you glad you did?
Hey, yeah, glad I didn't die.
But you did have fun, right? Right?
There, sweetie, don't cry. She had a wonderful time, didn't you, Kay?
Don't mislead the poor girl, Fender!
You're incorrigible.
She did. Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah, let me make it up to you. How about a hug?
Damn it.
Keep your throat to yourself.
Oh, you gotta get the running gag going.
Oh, another new friend. Isn't that just the best day ever?
I am Associate Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Reginald. I'm Reginald.
Oh, Regina.
Regina. I'm Regina. It's so nice to meet you. Ooh.
Giving her the gender blender name already. Okay.
That was it. Regina. That wasn't pronounced, or...
It's Regina.
It is.
Regina.
Yeah, you had it.
I'm Kay, great thief. I'm Kay, great thief extraordinaire, and Mr. Associate Defense Attorney's great associate.
This self-introduction brought to you by the word convoluted.
And your elephant's newest friend is Mr. Fender, the defense attorney.
Oh, she's not just any elephant. That's Azia, the Asian elephant.
Azia, stop. Up the second you told her to. You really have a way with animals, Regina.
Well, I wouldn't be much of an animal tamer if I didn't.
What? So you're Simone's boss?
That's right. Regina Berry, head of the Animal Taming Department, Showbiz Division Berry Big Circuit. So lovely to meet all of you.
The pleasure's all ours, mademoiselle. My name's Eddie Fender. I'm a bit of an ace attorney.
So much for whipping me into shape.
Yes. She's perfect.
What are you muttering to yourself about, Kay?
That positivity, that charisma, energy. Gina, you make a perfect partner in crime for the great thief Yada
Don't give her ideas.
Great thief. That sounds like fun. My animals and I have stolen the spotlight quite a bit in our time.
That's the one thing we don't want to see. Gotta keep it on the down low, all stealthy ninja-like.
But where's the fun without a show? The download sounds like it might get me down.
Bummer, I think we've got a fundamental difference of opinion going on here.
It would indeed appear that negotiations have broken down. Maybe next time, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, let's get cracking. Too bad we can't see much of what's beyond that metal fence, though.
Yep, indeed, as the sign says there on the fence, danger, danger, high voltage. When we touch, when we kiss. Indeed, and we are in sore need of information and additional evidence. Therefore, we should make an effort to talk with any persons of interest as well. Such as you.
Yep.
If you're the head of the animal taming department, you must be Mr. Saint's boss.
That's right. My dad founded the Very Big Circuit. But he passed away. He was murdered.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Gee, we're just having a whole bunch of people with a bunch of dead dads around now, aren't we?
But we have a new ringmaster now, and he's made the circus bigger and better than ever.
So, just in case anyone was curious, we're not seeing Mo in this today.
Aww.
Unfortunately, he does not show up, no.
Damn.
And Tim says, yeah, this many
Wow.
dead dads is like modern Disney.
He's such a nice man, and he was a good friend of my dad's, too.
Oh, that's great. Look at you.
I know, right? It was his idea to set up the departments like animal taming, magic, and ventriloquy. Ventriloquy. Wow, I can't say that word for some. Was it?
It's ventriloquy, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only animal taming and ventriloquy have more than one person right now. I apologize for the bark in the background. But the Very Big Circus is getting bigger and bigger day by day.
Sounds like you guys are really going places.
They're getting on well. I'll leave them to it. Could you tell me about the show?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. It even has a story. And not just any story, it's a love story. Isn't that dreamy?
Oh, no.
Sounds like a regular riot. So who's the star of the show? Let me guess. You? Let me guess. You?
No, silly. That would be Azia. And she falls in love with none other than Regent the tiger.
Once again. Oh, no.
It's a heart-rending saga of forbidden interspecies romance.
Whoa, Nelly, I've heard of odd trouble, but that takes the biscuit.
And that's not all. There's a love triangle too. It's so romantic. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
No.
For the third time! Oh, no.
That sounds pretty incredible, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
So the elephant is the heroine? I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Now, who's the third wheel?
Oh, that would be the big old meanie who tries to tear our star-crossed lovers apart.
No.
Oh, what animal do you think it is, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wasted all the human.
Given that it's a circus, perhaps a lion?
I think a raven would be cool, like the Yatagarasu.
My money's on the monkey, personally.
Nope, it's a sneaky monkey.
Oh, fucking called it. That's certainly lowered the stakes.
Oh, you mean money, right?
Sam said this is a regular old furry con in there. Yeah.
Nope, again, the role of the monkey's played by Simon.
Well,
Money's far too small to play against Azia and Regent, silly. Anyway, the evil villain tries to tear Azia and Regent apart. What will become the fated twosome? It's so exciting, isn't it?
Wow, it sure is.
So, Mr. Saint was more than just a little helper he claims to be.
Poor Simon. It'd be terrible if he couldn't perform with us anymore.
Can you tell me about how you set things up for the performance?
Oh, that's not really my area. Simon took care of all the lifting and carrying. He's such a sweetie. He offered to do everything by telling me to concentrate on the show. I did see him doing something neat near that well, though.
Well,
Well.
I recall seeing one behind the stage.
Did he happen to go through a well to look for some treasure or loot? Oh, wait, wrong game.
I should examine it in more detail.
Should have seen him moving those huge cages around all by himself. He's a total hero.
Yeah, sounds like something you would do.
Weeping all the while.
He was going back and forth between the yard here and some sort of workshop with all the equipment. The prison gave us special permission to use it for storage. But he was the only one who went down there, so I don't know much more than that.
The workshop must be the one where Knight's body was found. I guess this confirms that Mr. Saint was the only performer to have gone into Workshop A.
Well, this sucks. All we're getting is information that works against us.
You have to help Simon, Mr. Attorney. We're all counting on you.
Just leave it to us. He may not look it, but Mr. Edgeworth knows how to get things done.
And what exactly is he may not look it supposed to mean? Alright. Let's go check out this well. A simple, sturdily built well. I wonder if it was the work of the prisoners.
Somebody's left a bunch of tools lying around. There's a long piece of rope and a pretty heavy-looking weight. Let's see, it weighs 30 pounds. Oh, and there's some pulleys, too.
Hey, can you stop touching everything in sight?
Now, come on, it's not like I was going to take anything.
What exactly were they being used for, I wonder? Oh, we got this dude over here again. Mr. Attorney, sir, how are you today, if you don't mind me asking?
Today, we just talked to you earlier, Mr. Solid.
Oh, heavens, I do apologize. Ever since I came to call this place home, I've been working on my interpersonal skills, you see. In order to be as annoying as possible. I'm currently helping out with the circus show stage teardown and cleanup. But if you have need of me, I'll do my utmost to help. I'm just chipping in and doing what I can, model prisoner that I am. Yes, my stay in this prison has seen me reborn. The Frank Solid you see before you is a changed man. A changed man who now targets the recently deceased? No, you must understand. That was just a moment of madness.
Man, now you're a disgrace to all thieves everywhere.
You're right, of course. I can't deny it. I still have a long way to go. As a thief? Anyway, as you can see, I have a shiny new bracelet now. It's the straight and narrow for me. Like I said, I'm a model prisoner. Not that a real model prisoner would need to keep telling me that.
I know, right?
I'm doing everything I can to prepare for my eventual return to society.
Yeah, you even skipped the show to focus on your training, didn't you?
That's right, only 2 inmates were absent. Only saw it in Canis. Why didn't you tell us about Mr. Canis sooner? Oh, that... Look, I don't think there's an inmate in this prison who would talk about him if they didn't have to. He's Well, you can see he's the real one in charge around here. You didn't hear this from me, but well, I guess it comes with him being the fixer. The fixer? Yes, anything you need, he can get it for you.
And how does he get away with it?
I'm not sure, but he's the only one who does. I heard he has a secret way of getting things into the facility. I imagine being the fixer affords Canis certain privileges. Not that I consider myself with such things anymore, of course. I'm far more interested in perfecting my mud pack application technique. And what are these mud packs exactly? They're a special type of mud treatment rich with minerals. It works wonders on their coats. I've been practicing on the animals here in the prison. I hope to treat them all eventually. Speaking of mud, that reminds me of a certain piece of evidence. Maybe I should try presenting it to him. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course, that's the mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. Around what time would this have been? Let's see, the show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps? The thing is, the more mud I applied, the more in the zone I got, and the darker the animal's fur became. There's no trance quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. I think the stress of prison might be getting to him. Of course, it's all thanks to the warden that we have access to such wonderful distractions. I'm eternally grateful, truly I am. Okay, is there anything else we...
Someone else is supposed to be coming into the courtyard.
Oh, is it the warden?
Like you're supposed. Yeah, she's. I don't know if you have to talk to regional again to make it trigger.
Let's see,
Oh, there was a magnifying glass over the chairs over there.
They...
You got, cause you got the well, and you already examined the well.
These chairs must have been for the audience.
Like he ever had to put them all away.
Really? Why?
Huh, you never had to fold up a bunch of boring chairs before, huh?
Not personally. I've told other people to do it, though.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, you gotta roll up your sleeves and help them help out once in a while.
I'll consider it.
Oh, examine the barbed wire.
Hey!
I think I accidentally examined the pond instead. Who are you shouting at?
Ponds like this usually have goldfish in them, right? I wanted to see if they'd come say hello.
I only see water striders.
Hey, water striders are cool. They can walk on water like ninjas. Swoosh, swoosh. Man, I wish I could do that.
So much for the goldfish.
Danger high voltage. I never saw one of these in real life. Hey, that must be the fabulous garden outside the warden's office over there.
Ah, yes. Warden Lagarde mentioned being able to see it from her window on the detention center side.
Wish this dumb barred metal fence wasn't in the way, though. I thought it was all in one big yard.
Given how protected the warden seemed of her little bit of earth, I imagine it's to keep a riffraff like us out.
I think that's the
There
one.
you are.
Yup.
Virginia Cupcake.
Oh, Morton Lagarde!
I've been simply dying to sit down for a chat, you exquisite little thing.
Now you talk to the warden.
Do you mind if I ask a little about the prison?
Not at all. This place is my pride and joy, my home. It was a prison when I first arrived, and it was awful, an utter disgrace.
Awful. I suppose you mean the prisoners were unruly.
I most certainly do not. They're angels, every last one of them, and they always have been. Oh, it was the ambience that was awful. I fretted, I brooded, and then it hit me. The animals, if anyone can brighten up the place, it was them.
It is nice having them around.
Isn't it just? And look how fabulous, look at my fabulous little family. My darling Frankie is the very picture of
Rehabilitation.
I'm trying to say it with the accent.
Oh, yeah.
Rehabilitation.
Except when he's rifling through dead men's pockets.
I have so many success stories among the family, but darling Frankie really is a marvel. He's thrown himself into his vocational training and is always the first to volunteer for everything.
What? And your other model prisoners don't do? Your other model prisoners don't do that?
Oh, of course they do, my dear. Of course, they're all such triers, such doers. It's just that Frankie, let's just say he knows what's good for him.
What exactly does she mean by that?
Anyway, he's a very good boy, so I do try to be nice to him, won't you? Loud story music, great leaping animals, the very big circus truly has it all. And everyone who comes here gets to see it once a month.
Really? In that case, let me see.
You better not be thinking of something to confess to. This monthly show, is it always performed by the Berry Big Circus?
But of course, sweetie, I'm Regina's biggest fan. That girl's my little princess, my superstar. So wonderfully talented. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And she's so adorable, so sweet. I just could gobble her up, right up, darling.
I'm just going to ignore the fact that you kissed your little fox thing around your neck, like, right on its lips.
You're not lying when you say you're your biggest fan, huh?
Context. Which is why I'm worried about her. So worried. It's all because of poor Simeon, you see. He's found guilty. Why, darling Regina would be devastated. You simply must make sure that doesn't happen, Mr. Lawyer. Please, I'm begging you. Is there anything I can do to help clear this up? This awful misunderstanding up? You let me know. Gina, darling, you put on the most splendid show for us yet again. The stage, the stars, and you in particular, my princess, it was simply divine.
Oh, sorry. That's so nice of you. I hope everybody else who watched enjoyed it too.
Not that, dear. I'm afraid I have something awful to confess. There were some absences, you see.
She must mean Candace and Sod.
We were 3 members short. Unbelievable, I know. How will you ever forgive me?
I'm sorry, but you're saying 3 inmates didn't attend the show?
That's right, sweetie. I counted the seats myself. 1, 2, 3 no-shows. Always make sure there are enough seats for everybody.
But Mr. Edgeworth, that's not right, is it?
Indeed. As far as we were aware, only Mr. Candace and Mr. Saw were the only ones not present. This doesn't add up. Who's our third missing prisoner, and what were they doing? Seems we need to investigate even further.
Oh, I was enjoying my chat with dear Regina so much, I almost forgot. I must feed the little one.
Little one?
Yikes!
Oh, wow.
The game.
Alligator!
You're looking as adorable as always, Allie, my sweetheart.
Aw, she's so pretty, and what a cute name.
Yes, Allie the alligator, isn't she a darling? She's my favorite, aren't you? Yes, you are.
I'm so jealous. Can I pet her?
Of course, princess, of course.
That's a good way to lose a hand.
Did you?
Boy, howdy, these two are favoring one another. They look like they'll be busy for a while. Maybe we should go back inside the prison and check the cells.
Yes, let's. Perhaps we can find a clue there as to whom our third missing prisoner might be. March 28th, 4:02 p.m. Corridor Prison. Prison Corridor.
This would be you, DM. This
Sir,
is-
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, with you, I finally caught up with ya.
Detective, you're not needed elsewhere?
Oh, the judge and the kid aren't here yet. Oh, and I got your message.
So you searched the victim's cell. Did you manage to turn anything up?
He struck gold, sir. Well, blood, anyways. It was right there on the floor. Only in tiny specks, though, but at least it's something.
Yeah, who's in the holding cell is the scene of a crime, right?
Not quite. It proves a possibility, but that's not conclusive yet.
I thought you'd say that, sir, which is why I ordered up some follow-up work. Ask forensics to analyze the blood and see if it matches the victims. They're on it as we speak.
Nice work, Gummy. You thought of everything.
Detective, I must say I'm impressed. Did you hit your head or something?
Gee, don't look so surprised, sir.
I just hope things continue to go in our favor.
Alrighty, so that's proof of the murder happened with the thing. So that's our next trip. Find out how that dog got over there.
Don't worry, you can leave that one to me. Until the kid and his chaperone get here, we've got the whole prison to ourselves. Which is why I brought my secret weapons along.
Secret weapons?
Oh boy, here we go again.
That's right, a few tools of the trade that helped me bust up more than a few cases wide open. Behold! The 7 secret weapons of Dick Gumshoe, Ace Detective Extraordinaire.
I don't know about you crazy cats, but I'm sold. Miles?
Very well, Detective. We'll try using your secret weapons.
Oh,
You got it, sir. Let me run you through the list. Weapon number 1, my trusty old metal detector.
Yep, we've seen this one before.
It's made of steel, silver, or scrap. This little guy can find it for you.
So, it detects metal. Very good, Detective.
Next up, secret weapon number 2, missile. Everyone's favorite crime-fighting canine. You track pretty much any scent you put in front of him, especially food.
He sure is a lot cuter than Mr. Canis's dog.
Now for secret weapon number 3. Oh, where did I put it? Aha.
My one's never short of a score. Is that a fishing rod? I thought we were going fishing for clues. What do you think is like other you strikes?
No, I mean, I just happened to have it with me is all.
I see. Well, onwards and upwards, Detective. Let's see what else you have.
That's all she wrote, sir.
Tommy, your 4 secret weapons part of your so-called 7. One of them was a fishing rod.
Alright, but that's all for today, okay? I'll show you the rest next time. How do you think I call them secret? I can't go sharing everything at once. That's crazy.
In that case, I suppose the 3 you've deigned to reveal to us will have to do for now.
Alright, which one do you want to try, sir?
You gotta pick missile.
Yep. Tim says the metal detector can figure the proximity of Iron Maiden records from 100 yards away.
You got it, sir. Hey, missile, here, boy.
Aw, he really came.
Oh, what are we tracking?
We're trying to find out how Mr. Canis's dog got to the holding cells in the first place. I suspect the same route was used to bring Knight's body back to the prison.
So we get the boots a step of the bottom. And he'll find that route for us.
Does anyone else smell something sweet?
All I smell is the odor of blood.
It's faint, sir, but it's there, almost like cake, maybe?
Why would the body smell of cake?
Okay, missile, get a nose full. Here we go, follow that dog.
That's the way to...
He's headed for maximum security. Oh, he's going in.
We'll just have to follow after him. March 28th, 4:24 p.m. Maximum security section of prison. This is Canis's cell, though the man himself is absent, it seems. Is he meeting with someone in the visitor's room?
You think Missile's onto something?
Looks like maybe he is.
Bork. Is there something here?
Let's get snooping, Mr. Edgeworth.
Pretty much just examine everything.
Tea and rice crackers. Mr. Canis clearly doesn't lack for comforts.
I can think of worse ways to spend my time in jail than drinking tea and playing chess. I thought this was maximum security, not maximum comfort. How come nobody else gets the special treatment?
Blaming me isn't gonna help. Perhaps you could take it up with the man himself.
Yikes, no thanks.
Mr. Canis' chess set, complete with his special dog piece.
That's not a chess set, that's a whole chess table with legs. Look like it might be worth something, too.
It's not inconceivable. Some of them are. And this is quite a nice one.
Never would have pegged Mr. Canis as a chess fan, though. What's with the whole Eastern and aesthetic he's got going? I thought he'd be more into Go.
Go, huh? Can you play?
I can play Go Fish and Pokemon Go.
Not the same thing, Kay. Not even close.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, that chisel on the floor is a bit smaller than the others.
I'm no woodworker, but perhaps it's an all-purpose one that can be used in a pinch, regardless of the job.
An all-purpose pocket chisel makes sense. Always nice when your tools are useful and easy to carry.
Is that your opinion as a thief?
Nope, it's my opinion. It's a great thing.
I walked right into that one.
That's a bell on it.
Mr. Canis' chisels. Every one a potential murder weapon, but...
Yeah, that reminds me of something. The furrows in your brow. When you frown, it looks like someone took a chisel to your forehead.
I have no idea what you mean.
See, they're so deep. Don't tell me you don't see it, Mr. Wood Carving Face.
Have you quite finished? Bork.
What's the matter, boy? Wait, is this cake? Is this the cake you were after?
Oh, don't let him eat that. That's chocolate.
Yeah. Bork, Bork, Bork.
Whoa, whoa, down, boy! Stop that!
Bork.
No, you can't have it. Dog can't eat chocolate. You know that. It won't behave. I'll just have to eat it myself. Not bad.
That's the real outside the chocolate box thing in there. Not sure everyone agrees, though.
Tiff says he is the Bork. Resistance is futile.
Gummy, I wanted some.
Daring of you both to assume the food in the prison is safe to eat. Well, daring or dumb.
Why not both? So anyway, it looks like it really was Cake Missile was tracking.
What's the statement here? Angel... Fools trespass where angels fear to tread? Let's talk about a waste of time. I suppose we got our just desserts.
Well,
fools.
there's a reason why the Fool Arcana is the journeyman after all.
It's fool's tread where angels fear to go.
But we're talking about cake is a full straight range of food. Who fears to go? But the little guy's definitely capable. Right?
Even Tim's getting in on it. He says, yeah, okay, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. But yeah, he's also saying that, yeah, the cake really was a lie.
I'm sure he is. This was just a blip. You'll follow rights at this time. I promise. Seek, boy. Oh, I think he's onto something. Whatever it is, it's in there.
Huh. Mr. Carcerato's cell. We need to take a look inside. Detective, call the guard.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, officer. A question before we begin. Is the prisoner, Mr. Carcerato, still in solitary?
You can take the guard, Swax, since...
He's unmuted or listening.
What's going on?
Did you want to take, you can take the guard if you want, since...
All right. No, sir. He came back a little while ago. And he was here for a noon roll call. Yes, he must be working on something duty someplace.
I see. And now, if you would be so kind as to open his cell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we didn't have any major characters, but we did have a guard at least.
This punching bag has certainly seen some use. To which Missile interrupts and goes, "Bork, bork, bork!"
What breed are you getting, Missile? Sure it wasn't a boxer.
Bark.
Hey, no way.
No way indeed. Quickly, detective, move the sandbag aside.
Yes, sir.
A hole. Spee. Bark.
Whoa there, wait, Missile. Wait for me.
I'm going into.
Wait, stop!
Here, I'll go get her. Oh, that's tight. Should have eaten that cake.
Gone. Well, I'm not going in there. Guess we'll just have to wait.
Bye, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't want to get your suit all dirty.
Hello? Okay, you alright?
You're not going to believe this. But we're in the detention center.
Detention center?
That hole, it's a tunnel that leads right into Mr. Knight's cell.
What? Don't go anywhere. I'm on my way. March 28th, 5:04 p.m. Detention center, holding cell. Okay.
Hey there, Mr. Edgeworth. Guess you could say we made a breakthrough.
Quite. At least he came out unscathed, I think.
Sir, the floorboards under the bed were torn up.
So that's how they did it. There's no doubt about it. This must be the route we've been looking for. The corridor connecting the detention center and the prison is locked down by heavy security doors. But with the help of this tunnel, it can be circumvented. It was a sweet scent that started this whole search. Could it be? The scent was in fact coming from Knight's body after all? Incidentally, Knight's body was covered in dirt. Dirt that might have come from being dragged to this tunnel. Okay, what was it like down there?
Well, it was pitch black, so I couldn't see a whole lot. Luckily, my camera has a flash, so I took some pictures.
Let's see what you've captured. Look at that.
Booms at fort. Guess they were for the digging the tunnel. No side of those footprints.
Paw prints even. A dog, perhaps?
Or a polar bear.
This is a vital piece of evidence. However, it begs something of a question.
It does?
Tim says the dog was the mastermind. Yes. Mr. Carcerato's certainly been making use of this tunnel, which means... Detective, we need to find out where Mr. Carcerato is immediately. If my suspicions are correct...
Oh, nuts.
Guards were alerted and they began searching for Mr. Carcerato right away. But after a thorough investigation of both the prison and the detention center, he was nowhere to be found. March 28th, 5:34 p.m. Detention center corridor.
Oh, have the police have been notified?
Let's just wait.
Tim bringing up a bit of a trivia here. As it so happens, Serato is in fact a name for I believe, a Kia car model. So a car Serato.
Yes, ma'am. We just finished liaising with them a moment ago. They set up a cordon around the entire facility.
Good. First blemish on my present spotless reputation is always the ugliest.
What happened again, ma'am?
A rather different Warden regard to the one we've seen so far.
Sir Edgeworth, was it? I really can't thank you enough for finding that tunnel, darling. Sadly, it may have been too little too late. It seems he might have already left the building.
I'd say that's unlikely, Warden. After all, there's a security gate at the exit of the detention center. You're not suggesting he simply walked through it.
It's to say there was only one. There was the only tunnel, sweetie. Hmm?
I suppose that's true.
Well, whatever the case, this is no time to be standing around chit-chatting. Mr. Edward, would you mind continuing your investigation?
It would be my pleasure.
And you three, get back to your posts.
Yes, ma'am.
Detective, the results of the blood test just came back from the lab.
Thanks, man.
Pal.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see what they had to tell us about the blood found in Knight's cell.
What does it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
They've identified the blood, and it is indeed Knight's.
Nice job, everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work, huh?
Yeah. And Tim says, lab works so fast nowadays, you'd think they got a vampire working in it, taste testing everything for speed.
We got Knight's blood in his holding cell, a tunnel a dog clearly went through. And security footage showing Knight being attacked by the dog in his cell. Case closed.
We have
All
all
the
yeah. We have all the evidence we need. Let's see what Mr. Canis has to say for himself.
Anus? Oh, darlings, are you sure? Do be careful around him, won't you? He's as well connected on the outside as he is in here.
I suppose you would have to be. How else would the so-called fixer stay in business?
Police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. And I've had to lend them a hand myself, you know.
So that's what this was all about. Still not talking, man? Go ahead.
I was gonna let Swag have the guard.
Alright, yeah, if you want. If he wants.
He's still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct?
Oh, and I've tried so many times I lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report.
Breaking to killer for hire is always going to be a tough nut to crack.
You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is this correct?
Yes, sweetie, everything related to Candace is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've hauled this secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. No matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word.
Prison warden conducting interrogations herself? That's irregular, to say the least.
Keep your guard down and he'll devour you whole. Just be careful, darlings. You have been warned.
Things could get any spicier.
March 28th, 5:55 p.m. Prison maximum security. Judge Cavell, didn't expect to see you here. We have been conducting inquiries, which, given that we are in charge of the investigation, is hardly strange. What is strange is that you are still here, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave you a warning, did I not? I told you that your badge was at risk should our paths cross again, and yet here you are. I'm sorry that you thought I might be so easily discouraged, Your Honor. But I'm not about to let the truth slip from my grasp, no matter what you or the committee might say. I am here to present a certain someone with evidence that you yourself should have uncovered. You have more business with me, I take it, Mr. Edgeworth. I do. I promised I would be back to prove that you were the killer, and here I am. This should be amusing. Very well, whenever you're ready.
Objection!
Not so fast. We have some truths of our own to share. First-rate deductions, in fact.
Indeed. We are now more certain than ever that Simeon Saint was the murderer. And only he could have moved Mr. Knight from his holding cell to the prison proper. We shall prove this to you beyond a shadow of a doubt. But first, a question. Are you quite determined to continue on this course, Mr. Edgeworth? Should you fail to rebut our deductions, there will be no going back. Your very career hangs in the balance.
What? You mean you'll take his badge if you don't like how this goes? That's intimidation.
Not at all. If anything, I am showing him mercy. This is not Mr. Edgeworth's case. It never was. I am under no obligation to hear him out. If he is prepared to accept the potential ramifications of his actions, I will allow him one last chance. Well, are you truly willing to take the risk? To put your beloved badge on the line?
Mr. Edgeworth,
Sure.
I accept your terms. I'm confident in my reasoning, and what's more, I am representing the firm of Edgeworth & Co., and I do not intend to besmirch its name. My duty will be done. I will not be intimidated. Very well. Let us see whether you are brave or simply reckless. By the power vested in me by the almighty goddess of justice, let this judgment commence. Eustace, if you will permit me.
Fine by me. He's all yours, Gavel.
You are aware of the incident involving Mr. Knight the day before yesterday, I assume? He assaulted an innocent guard and stole his keys. Later, in the middle of moving a large animal cage, Mr. Saint stopped by Mr. Knight's cell for a little visit. That's where Mr. Knight stole out of his cell using the keys he'd stolen. He slipped into the cage, and there he hid as he was wheeled to one of the prison workshops. I figured she was going to bring up Mr. Saint to going into Mr. Knight's cell. Yesterday, after you so kindly made us aware of the security camera footage, we decided to take a look at it ourselves. Perhaps you would like to see what we found. This is a still from the footage we received. Mr. Saint speaking with Knight at his cell. Correct. You will also note that he has positioned the cage in such a way to obscure the camera's view. It is this blind spot that Mr. Knight exploited in order to enter the cage undetected. A sound deduction based on what could be observed, wouldn't you say? Blind spot, which means the camera wouldn't have been able to capture the moment Knight entered the cage if he did at all. So it's still possible he didn't actually leave his cell at this point.
I don't get it. Why would Mr. Knight want to hide in the cave?
There is really only one possibility. He intended to escape.
Prison break. That's so cool. Mr. Carceretto, Mr. Knight, everybody's doing it. I have to step up my game.
Okay. Now is really not the time. Mr. Carceretto's escape is no laughing matter.
In my belief that Mr. Saint helped Mr. Knight with his escape attempt. That is to say, he was his accomplice.
Wow. Go silly.
That wasn't a compliment!
I understand that the cage was briefly taken to one of the workshops. I imagine that had things gone to plan, Mr. Knight would have remained in the cage until after the show, and then removed from the premises along with the rest of the circus's equipment. Unfortunately for Mr. Knight, Mr. Saint had other ideas. He killed his friend in cold blood.
Judge Gavel's argument seems reasonable. There must be a fault in her logic somewhere, and I'm going to find it.
Oh, you got second or fourth statement.
Hold it!
You have any proof that Knight stole the keys?
I can think of no other reason for him to carry out such a brutal attack.
Once the guard he assaulted regains consciousness, I'm sure he will confirm our suspicions. I wouldn't be so certain. Perhaps I should press her further on her reasoning.
Yep.
Sorry, but I believe there's a flaw in your reasoning. If Knight had the keys, there was nothing to stop him from leaving whenever he wished. Why wait for Mr. Saint? There was no need, surely.
He chose the option he deemed most likely to succeed.
He stole the keys and hid them somewhere.
Then waited for an opportune moment to present itself.
He hid the keys? I'm afraid you might have made an uncharacteristic oversight, Your Honor. Knight wasn't hiding any keys. This has been already proven. And this is a piece of evidence that proved Knights didn't have the keys.
Yep, Mr. Knight's keys. So key.
Take that!
Since you know about the incident, I assume you must already know this, but... After the assault, the guards searched both Knight and his cell, and no keys were found. If the whereabouts of the keys cannot be proven, then neither can your theory.
I have considered the matter of the missing keys, and I do not think it's such an issue. I still believe he had them. After all, the guards only said they stated that they were unable to locate them. And this is because they were cleverly hidden inside the pocket chess set.
Knight's chest set. The same set in which the murder weapon was also allegedly hidden?
Was it? I can't help but wonder about that.
What? But you're the one who proposed it.
Actually, if you will recall, that was Eustace's assertion.
Though the two of them aren't of one mind on this, I take it.
Allow me to restate the facts. Mr. Knight hid the keys he stole from the guard inside his chess set. When Mr. Saint came to see him, Mr. Knight used the keys to open his cell and climb inside the cage.
Hey, EJ.
Hi.
He was then moved from his holding cell to that workshop in the prison proper, all with the help of his friend and accomplice. Had things gone according to plan, he would have been taken out of the facility after the show.
What's up?
Nintendo is putting Donkey Kong 64 on the Switch.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a playthrough that's gonna have to go on the to-do list.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did that the day night?
They
No,
did
I'll be
not.
right back.
But they did not. Instead, his accomplice murdered him while the show was taking place in the yard.
Objection!
But Mr. Saint was part of that performance. How would he have even had time to commit the murder?
Overruled.
How indeed? Allow me to explain. As you know, many stage performances follow a set narrative. Yesterday's show was one such example. She's done her homework, I see. The suspect played the role of the antagonist opposite the elephantine heroine of the show. In the latter part of the performance, the heroine's love prevails and the villain is defeated. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage by the heroine. He's sent flying by the elephant? Of course, G had to step out for a second or two.
Isn't that dangerous?
Oh.
Isn't that dangerous?
Oh, yeah. Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance proper. In other words, the suspect did not appear on stage for a period of approximately 15 minutes.
And you're saying the crime took place during that period?
Yes, I'm afraid so. After all, it's more than a sufficient window, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Committing the crime and returning to the stage in that short 15-minute window is only possible, assuming the murder took place in the prison proper. But in fact, Your Honor, the real scene of the crime was Knight's cell.
I seem to remember telling you that I would not accept that particular part of the security footage into evidence.
Objection!
And you won't have to. I have proof of a different kind.
Very well, would you be so good as to present it?
What proof do you have that the murder took place in the victim's holding cell?
That would be the white floor.
Take that!
This appears to be a photograph of a floor. Almighty goddess of justice, grant me patience.
That floor you're so dismissive of, Your Honor, has traces of Knight's blood on it.
This, as you say, is this evidence reliable? After all, I don't believe you have access to the necessary forensics operatives.
Objection!
I have my resources.
A certain blunt instrument, you might say, but a reliable one nevertheless.
The detective. How very unfortunate for him. Perhaps before you decided to circumvent the law, you might have considered that the committee's influence extends to the police as well.
Well, no, Tony's badge on the line too.
Forgive me, Detective, I didn't mean to put you at risk as well.
I will enter the fact that Mr. Knight's blood was found in the holding cell into evidence. However,
Objection!
Bad luck, idiot. Really on the edge now, Mr. Worthless.
Mr. Winter, I'd forgotten you were there. It's nice while it lasted.
I just rebutted him to tell you that your entire argument is has one big inconsistency. You showed us camera footage of a dog killing Mr. Knight in his cell. You seen the mutt also wiped up the blood before it left the scene?
Uh-oh.
What other tricks can it do, huh? A blood-wiping dog? What a joke.
you would have wiped that blood up, wouldn't you, boy? Yes, Helmet. Yes, you would.
By the way, I forgot to mention this back on Sunday, but Helmet's original name in the fan translation was Anubis.
What?
That was one of the tricks I taught him before our work together was so rudely cut short. He's a very tidy boy, you know, never misses a drop. It wouldn't do to leave any evidence after all.
Saved by an assassin, of all people.
Jeez Louise, you could have just taught the little guy to shake hands.
Oh, he does that marvelously too. Although the way I taught him to do it is somewhat unorthodox. First, he bites down hard on the victim's hand. Then,
La 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 la, I'm not listening.
see. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. It seems you may have gathered some evidence worth considering.
Your understanding is much appreciated.
Wait, I'm not quite done yet. I just thought of something else.
Overruled.
Oh boy, somebody's taking no prisoners.
Eustace, would you be so kind as to allow me?
Yours, Gavel.
Well, do you accept the truth now? The crime took place in Knight's holding cell, and the assassin's dog was the killer.
Overruled.
My position is the same as it was yesterday. Until you can explain how the dog moved between the prison and the detention center, I cannot accept your theory into evidence.
Hold it!
I thought you might say that, which is why I'd like to show you a little something else. This piece of evidence shows how the dog could freely travel between the prison and the detention center.
Take that!
This is
A secret passageway runs beneath the prison.
What? Secret passageway?
It was done by one Mr. Rocco Carcerato, escapee. It leads from his prison cell to a certain holding cell in the detention center. Yes, the very one where the victim was being held.
Well, this is certainly a surprise. To think it was beneath our feet this entire time.
Mr. Canis, you knew of this tunnel, didn't you? Because it's the same tunnel that was used to carry out the murder.
Overruled.
In the name of God's justice, overruled! Mr. Edgeworth, you are out of line.
Hold it!
How so, Your Honor?
Overruled.
Evidence is everything, whether in a court of law or at the scene of investigation. Isn't that your little catchphrase? Well, it just so happens I have some evidence of my own. Bronco Knight's autopsy report.
His autopsy report? I can only wonder how Edgeworth would be feeling and knowing that this little trick has been turned on him at this point.
When did we get that?
How do you not know you had it?
The police handed it to me only a short while ago. The findings are still preliminary, but has something of value to tell us nonetheless. The goddess of justice speaks to us through these pages, Mr. Edgeworth. Cause of death, stab wound to the throat. And this weapon is said to be a sharp blade of some sort. It seems the victim was stabbed repeatedly in the same spot, resulting in an ugly wound. As such, the police have yet to identify the exact shape of the weapon. But its overall nature seems to be beyond question, a bladed metal instrument. In light of this evidence, do you truly wish to continue with your flight of fancy? Or will you now claim that the dog used a knife instead? But that's impossible! That will be all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
But the tunnel, the paw prints!
Quite tough there. Helmet is something of a wanderer. Perhaps he just happened across this tunnel one day. Though I couldn't say for certain. I myself cannot wander quite so freely.
That would be quite the coincidence. I can't prove it's not the case either.
This I was going to keep it secret. I kind of wish it get us in the teeth a little earlier than that.
Just pity me, waiting for the perfect moment to crush me with that autopsy report. I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker!
You are the lead attorney for the defense, correct, Miss Defender? This is the interim autopsy report in question. I do apologize for the delay.
Yeah, no sweat. Thanks for hooking us up.
All right, I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
All right,
thanks.
take care, Swag.
Later, Squawk.
You know, this all checks out. Yeah.
Miss Defender, a handshake is not necessary when receiving official court documents, you know. So please feel free to let go of my hand. It's not a holy relic after all.
We're just trying to be friendly, Your Honor.
Had you lingered a moment longer, the goddess of justice would have spoken to you through my gavel.
All right, I got it.
Nice work, Gavel. Just like we planned it.
I did only as you instructed, Eustace, but thank you. This report came from the police. I have no choice but to accept its legitimacy. But if the dog didn't kill a knight, then that takes Canis out of the running. The goddess of justice speaks to me, Mr. Edgeworth, and she is merciful. She tells me that you might yet keep your badge if you will finally abandon this fruitless quest.
That's our move, sir. I think she really means it this time.
What do you think, detective? My answer remains the same, good Judge Gavel. I will see my duty done, and I will not be intimidated. Even with how things stand, you still refuse to concede? This may very well be your last chance. Your badge hangs by a thread. Then let it fall if it must. I have something far more important to protect as an associate attorney. My client. The goddess of justice is no doubt saddened by your refusal to accept another offer of mercy.
Attaboy, Miles. That's what I like to see. It's like the vets never rest is really starting to mean something to you. Cracky old man, though, he's the one who said it first.
Father?
Like, I could swear I saw Gregory's spirit in you for a second there. You said that you changed your days in Von Karma's shadow. You said you did. Can't believe me at first when I started.
Bender.
Alright, kids. This is where the rubber really hits the road. Put your thinking caps on, it's make or break time. If it's true that Knight was off with a bladed weapon, does our whole case really fall apart?
No, this is where we turn our thinking around. A bladed weapon. Of course! There were 5 chisels in Canis' cell when we last looked. A former assassin clearly wouldn't struggle to commit murder with a tool like that. In which case, the weapon that killed Knight was...
Hold it!
Evidence is everything. It may well be my little catchphrase, but it's also true. So the murder weapon was a sharp blade. Then where is it? The guards didn't find it.
Why can't you let this go? So what if they didn't find it? What are you driving at?
What if I were to tell you that I now know where the real murder weapon was? And it was right under our noses the whole time. Indeed. It was one of Mr. Canis' chisels!
What?
Overruled.
I would advise you to stop bombarding us with your irresponsible half-baked theories, Mr. Edgeworth. You have repeatedly insisted that Mr. Knight was killed in his cell by a dog. I simply go where the evidence takes me, both in the courtroom and at the scene of a crime. If the murder weapon was in fact a chisel, then yes, the murderer could not have been the dog. That begs the question of what exactly it was we saw in the security footage.
Oh yeah, the security footage. How do you explain that, Mr. Smarty Pants?
An excellent question. The footage shows... the dog jumping on someone. Oh. Mr. Canis' dog jumping up at Knight. The dog attacked Knight, but he did not kill the man. He didn't. No. Knight was merely knocked out. The dog didn't drag a corpse to the tunnel. He dragged an alive but unconscious Knight.
The real killer was the dog's master.
I get by bringing Knight here, Mr. Cadus could finish the job. He could definitely use one of his chisels to do it.
Correct. You, Butthead Elmer Canis, you're the only one who could have done it.
Objection!
Mr. Edgeworth, have you ever get this on your report card? Accused still is and must learn to respect others.
Are you asking me or confessing to what's on yours?
You already snatched Mr. Case's cell, searched Mr. Case's cell from top to bottom, right, Gavel?
So we even inspected his chisels, all 4 of them. There wasn't a single speck of blood.
Hold it!
Why, thank you, Your Honor. You've just confirmed my theory. I have? What exactly do you mean?
The last time we were here, there were 5 chisels, not 4.
Oh yeah, I remember counting them. Definitely 5. The one that's missing is
The small one.
small.
Yeah, the small one. The one we thought might be a pocket chisel. Mr. Canis, where did you hide that chisel?
A pocket chisel? And what use might I have for such a thing? I am rarely permitted to leave my cell.
In which case,
He shouldn't have had the chance to dispose of the weapon.
you've dug your own grave, Mr. Canis.
You seem to have an idea where this missing chisel might be, Mr. Edgeworth. Would you enlighten us?
For a man who can't leave a cell of his own volition, Canis could have only hidden the chisel here.
Maximum security.
Take that!
Mr. Canis is still a prisoner, despite the comfort he enjoys. He's rarely allowed out of his cell. He couldn't have given the chisel to his dog to leave. He could have given the chisel to his dog to leave somewhere, but that would have been far from ideal. He would have no way of guaranteeing where it might end up.
Intriguing. Do go on, Mr. Edgeworth.
Furthermore, this room is the one place where a bladed instrument wouldn't raise an eyebrow. 4 chisels, 5 chisels, who's counting? A fact he took full advantage of.
Keep the incriminating evidence close routine. Classic.
Objection!
When I looked, I searched the whole cell myself, and there was just no way he could have hidden it.
Objection!
I am certain that the murder weapon is here. And the reason why no one has found it yet is because it's hidden in such an ingenious manner.
Do enlighten us, Mr. Edgeworth. What was my ingenious plan?
Miles, there must be a hiding spot he can make use of.
Think about when you came here previously. What are you missing?
He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here. Come on.
Dog. He hasn't made a sound today. We were here before he barked and growled repeatedly.
Canis even encouraged him to do so.
It must be it. I knew something was off. Hardly believe it. But I think I know where he hid the murder weapon.
Giving up already? I expected all of you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
As well as you should, if you'd give me a moment. This piece of evidence shows where you hid the murder weapon.
Black dog.
Take that!
Your dog seems unusually quiet today.
Oh yeah, unlike last time, then.
Mr. Canis, if you would be so kind as to open Helmut's mouth. Oh, come now. He hasn't barked because he's a well-behaved boy. I had to order him to last time.
Then order him again this instant.
It's not like we're asking for the world, Mr. Canis. Or do you have something to hide? If you insist. Come on, Helmet, open up. And there we have it. A chisel that's small as...
What? A chisel and a dog? Why is there a chisel and a dog?
I thought he'd be strangely quiet. I guess his
I was
brain
saying-
finally caught up.
I was gonna say, at least he didn't put it in the other end.
Right?
Oh.
Oh.
That would have been too painful for the dog.
Yeah.
Eustace? Why don't you be a good boy and call forensics? Tell them this is urgent.
Okay, okay.
Our findings are as follows. Traces of blood were detected on the chisel.
What?
Not such a half-baked theory after all, was it?
Yeah, alright. So we're all on the same page here. This is our murder weapon, yeah?
The forensic evidence cannot be ignored. We have no choice but to concede that this is most likely the case. Mr. Canis, in light of the discovery of the murder weapon, the court demands you explain yourself. We found the route your dog took to the holding cells, and now we have the chisel. How do you propose to talk your way out of this one? You never fail to entertain, Mr. Edgeworth.
Why does he always laugh like that, even when it's not funny?
Poor Helmet. How could they suspect us, Leave me little choice. I just simply have to share with you the truth. I did not kill anyone. I have grown tired of killing. Something's not right. Why is he so calm? Very well, the court will hear Mr. Canis' testimony. If you would be so kind. Gladly. You might begin by explaining what you believe my motive to have been. I never knew this knight. I had no contact with him. No connection whatsoever. Given that this is the case, why would I possibly wish him dead? Ah, could it be that you are suggesting that it was my canine companion who had the motive instead? Helmet only bears his fangs when I tell him to. I am not so bloodthirsty that I would kill a man I did not know.
I mean, when he puts it that way.
An assassin who only kills his acquaintances? Not the soundest business model, I agree. My work required me to deal with strangers, of course, but murder for its own sake? Own sake? Oh, that's not my style. So I need to prove a link between Knight and Canis. Go over the evidence again, see what I can discover.
Present the chess diagram on the second state.
Objection!
You're getting sloppy, Mr. Canis. You may have trained your dog to clean up your mess, but some things still require a human touch. We found this in the victim's room. It's the record of a game of correspondence chess. What's more, the game depicted matches the game laid out on your board. What? The number of possible games has been calculated to the number of possible games has been calculated to be 10 to the power of 120, and that's on the low end.
So, wait, so that's 10 times 10, 120 times over, right? 100, 1,000. I give up. I mean, what do you even call a number that big?
A vanishingly unlikely coincidence, that's what. Now, tell us why you killed Knight. Unless, that is, you would prefer to explain the coincidence. Well, they do say that a truth is stranger than fiction. It is, as you say, a coincidence.
That's totally impossible. We just proved that.
A coincidence of a different kind, child. I never imagined my correspondent was the victim, you see. And yet here we are. Helmet is as surprised as I am. Aren't you, Helmet? Yes, yes. I suppose there's nothing for it but to finally tell the truth, boy. The other prisoners have all gone to the yard, you see. There was a show of some sort, I believe. Here I was, minding my own business, when in comes Helmet, dragging a corpse of all things. I had quite the shock, not least because the murder weapon was still in the poor fellow's neck. Of course, I was none too keen on becoming a suspect, so I had Helmet take the body to the workshop. Once there, he removed the murder weapon and brought it back to me, just as I had asked. The dog pulled out the murder weapon in the workshop? Indeed he did. Removing it here would have made an awful mess, after all.
You know something? That makes total sense. Remember what Mr. Solid said, Mr. Edgeworth?
That huge black dog sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat. What did you just say? It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Let's see. So what Mr. Sawhead actually saw was Helmet removing the murder weapon then. Precisely. I can't say I wasn't a little disappointed that he was spotted, of course. Silly boy. It's not like you to slip up like that, is it now? And there you have it. That is about all there is to tell. I did not kill the man. At most, I am responsible for the removal of the weapon. Now, will that be all? My Helmet is growing restless.
Objection!
Sorry, but if you could entertain us for just a little longer, Mr. Canis.
Fender.
No offense, Palio, but I don't think you quite told us everything. Sure, we'd all like to know why you thought that you needed to pull the chisel out in the first place.
He's right. Makes sense that he would move the body to avoid suspicion. But Canis had no reason at all to recover the murder weapon. So the mute one isn't as dumb as I thought. Please answer the question, Mr. Canis. It was because of the bell. The one attached to the chisel, and the one around Helmet's neck. Of a very distinctive design, if you will. Of course, they were something of a trademark of yours, were they not?
I don't get it. How does that even work?
Blooded Harmocanis, the blind butcher. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. Tim, Canis, pupcake, I will slice you! The last sound his victims would ever hear. You flatter me. Though it's been some years since you last saw one of them, you remember them well. Your knife and its attached bell were one of the pieces of evidence seized in our cases against you. Yes, it was but one of my bells, one of only two in existence.
Just two?
Two and only two. One for my knife, and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all. And I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. When Helmet brought the body to my cell, I was rather surprised to hear a familiar sound. At first, I was sure that my knife had been used to do the deed. But no, a chisel. An ordinary chisel.
Certainly no assassin's blade.
Nevertheless, the bell would have suggested my involvement. Compounding the matter is the fact that I'm the only person in this prison permitted to use such tools. It was clear that I would become the prime suspect. And so the chisel had to be removed and hidden.
Hold it!
You still claim that all you did was have the dog move the body, that you had nothing to do with the killing.
How could I? I told you the chisel is not mine. You need not take my word, Mr. Edgeworth. Why not have it checked for fingerprints? What's this?
Me? But I don't know how to check for prints.
Get forensics.
Right, sure thing. We got fingerprints. They're Mr. Knight's.
Mr. Canis's?
Nope, just Mr. Knight's. Oh, and the forensic says there's no sign of any prints having been wiped off.
Knight's fingerprints?
This isn't good.
I get them to check it again?
Now do you see? I have never so much as touched that chisel. Albert carried it in his mouth, that is all. Therefore, any prince must belong to whomever had it last. Ah.
So the murder weapon belonged to the victim? No, that's not helpful.
As I said, I have not touched the chisel. Therefore, I cannot be the killer. Or do you wish to suggest otherwise?
I've got nothing to counter that with.
What does this mean? Is he not the killer after all? Is he actually telling the truth? No, he can't be.
I am sure this goes without saying, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you do not find a solution to your current predicament, and quickly, I will have little choice but to relieve you of your badge. Even my patience has a limit, and I will not tolerate you throwing this investigation into chaos. Am I clear?
Got an answer, she's serious.
I hate to admit it, but the fingerprints turned everything on its head. Without more evidence, I'm back to square one.
Like, something doesn't add up. A few things, actually. Why would Mr. Nightman need a chisel, too?
To allow the chisel child. Break out of prison, for one.
Alright, then how did he get in there? There's no way the guards would let him bring a super sharp tool in with him, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, you're to Mr. Edgeworth. You can't stand there hemming and hawing just because of a little setback. The more important thing is finding the truth, you know. Doesn't matter how we get there. As long as we say Simeon in the end. We can't give up now or ever.
Yeah, what she said.
No saying that. You won me around with that K, and I have to offer you a job. I have to offer you a job for real. It's like I said, the defense never rests. Rather like your pop set. Or rather like your pop set. What do you think lies at the heart of those words, Miles? Any guesses?
The heart of those words?
It's like this. As defense attorneys, our client's fate rests on our shoulders. We're the only ones they can turn to. Simeon's our client, and we're the only ones who can save it. So we can't rest. Not while we carry on this. I'm not about to turn my back on your old man and his legacy. Are you?
I'm an associate with the defense now. No, I'm an associate with my father's firm. That's the role I have chosen. That means that if I fail to save my client, I've failed in my duties. I will honor my father's vision and save Simeon sane. No matter what setbacks I face, I cannot admit defeat. If one path is blocked, I must simply find another.
There we go. That's the Miles Edgeworth I know. Let's find that new path forward. We can start by trying to figure out how Mr. Knight brought that chisel forward to the prison.
Right. How would Knight have managed to bring a chisel in here?
His neck brace.
Usually, it wouldn't be possible to bring a metal object into this facility undetected.
Because of the security gates, right?
Correct. But we already know that checks at one of the gates haven't been entirely thorough as of late. Namely, the gate at the entrance to the detention center. The gate is only used to scan people, and the items they bring into the facility are only subjected to a cursory check. So you're telling me this chess set wasn't thoroughly put through the metal detector? It should have been. Alas, it seems the gods have grown a little lax in that regard of late. Knight took advantage of this little oversight and had Mr. Saint bring him the chisel, hidden inside his pocket chess set. Well, that does answer one of our questions. And it suggests the chisel was indeed Mr. Knight's, not Mr. Canis's. However, we still have one rather pressing problem to address. That of the security footage in which Mr. Knight is attacked by the dog. How does one explain it if Mr. Canis was not the culprit?
And how do you explain his prints not being on the murder weapon? This one's a real flea fighter.
The court, too, finds itself wanting for a satisfactory explanation.
Hey, sir, I think I might be coming to show you another one of my secret weapons. This is secret weapon number 4, Little V.
What sort of name is that, detective?
I came up with it on the spot, sir. Anyhow, you can use it to analyze the video footage.
An excellent idea. Perhaps then you might finally see that I am telling the truth.
Who knows if there's anything to be found, but it has to be worth a try.
Alright, want me to talk you through how to use it, sir?
Seeing as how I'm not exactly familiar with video analysis techniques, perhaps I should hear him out.
Yeah, this is just another tutorial.
If you could run me through its functions, detective, that would be most appreciated.
Yes, sir. Basically, you just gotta do what you always do. Examine anything that catches your eye.
And I can examine things with X, I see.
Next up, these controls at the bottom of the screen. Panels on the left and right let you rewind or fast forward. You can use the middle one to pause. used to those and you're golden.
And I can, and instead of using the actual panels on like a touchscreen, I could either use the L button to rewind, R button to fast forward, or the A button to pause. And like right there, yep.
When the video is paused, you can go to the previous frame with L or the next frame with R. You just use the control panels I showed you earlier. Honestly, I better explain how to zoom in. Line up the old cursor at the area you want to take a closer look at. Use the panel in the bottom right and little V will do the rest. Put those two expanding arrows right on it. Can't miss it, sir.
It would appear that I can zoom in by pressing the Y button as well.
By the way, even when you're zoomed in, you can still examine stuff just like in a regular view. Also, you can make use of previous and next frame to get a good look at what's really happening. Only thing you can't do is, when you're zoomed in, is play the footage, so there's that.
See. And how do I zoom out again?
Just use the panel in the lower right again, sir. Now it's gone from expanding to collapsing arrows on there. That's because you're zoomed in. And that about sums it up. Let's get little B up for real. Remember, just examine anything that catches your eye and you'll be done. You'll do fine.
Footage from Knight's holding cell. Other than the victim being attacked by that dog, I can't see what else it might show us. Let's suppose we're wrong. What could be looking at instead? Could the person in the footage be someone other than Knight? And if so, could whatever's attacking them be something else as well? I should keep both questions in mind while reviewing the footage.
You never know what you're going to see once you start looking at things up close. Check every detail, sir. You'll find something, I'm sure of it.
What in this footage seems odd? We're gonna pause that here just for a sec, because I need to take care of a little something. I'll be right back in just a minute.
Grab a drink then while we're waiting. I'll be right back.
Alright, sorry about that. Alright. So, we went... Alright.
Oh, that wasn't the dog. It might have been the poor bear.
So, top right side of the video.
Yeah. I had a feeling he was a real killer after I
Yeah, because this clearly isn't a dog.
yeah, because the size of it, I just remembered when I saw that when he escaped, maybe he discovered, maybe he walked in on Mr. Knight and killed him with his own weapon he tried to break out with.
That's... I suspect we may have made a critical error of judgment. What we're looking at here is no dog. This animal is... a bear. That's not a dog, it's a bear.
What? So the paw prints from the photo I took.
We're not canine, but ursine.
Bear? So could that mean...
Yes, I think it could. After all, who else do we know with such a pet? And if we were mistaken about the creature in the footage, it's not inconceivable that we were mistaken about the person in the footage as well.
I mean, there's something in there that could prove it, sir. Something that shows it was in night?
You're right. We can't see the person's face, which means the direct identification is out of the question. Perhaps there is something that can tell us who they are indirectly.
Directly like the mirror?
Yes, it's certainly worth a look. None of this footage seems odd. It's not blood segment. Guard's hat. The figure is reflected in the mirror here as well. But is that a hat?
Hey, doesn't it look like the hat the guards wear, sir? Oh, jeez, is that what I think it is?
Have there been any reports of one of the animals attacking a guard recently?
None that I've heard of.
So this might not be a guard at all, but somebody dressed as one.
One of the guards was missing his outfit.
Perhaps this might shed a little light on the matter of the hat.
Take that!
So no guards have been reported being attacked by an animal so far as we know. But we did hear about a guard's spare uniform being stolen. The person in the security footage perhaps be someone disguised as a guard.
I'm back, sorry about that.
Someone attempting to escape without being noticed.
Guard disguise? I guess it might work. Wait, weren't we just talking about someone?
We were indeed. Someone who seems to have successfully made his escape. We had assumed it was Knight in the security footage.
Oh, it was his cell. It's hardly a crazy theory.
Perhaps, but now that we know about the hole under the bed, it's no longer the only possibility. Whoever had access to the tunnel could very well be the one caught on camera. And who was that, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you care to tell the court who you believe this person to be? The person in the security footage is... Rocco Carcerato.
Take that!
I believe I know who our guard in disguise is. It's none other than Rocco Carcerato, the prisoner who recently escaped from this facility. I'm confident it's him because he was assigned a polar bear cub as his companion.
And that video is all black.
Indeed, and we have evidence that explains why. The evidence that explains the polar bear's dark fur is from below. Recall, if you will, Mr. Frank Sawhead's testimony. That's the rubber glove I dropped. Would you care to explain why it's so dirty? Oh, of course, that's mud from one of the pet treatments I've been practicing. I was giving one of the animals a mud pack right when the incident happened. I see. About what time would this have been? Let's see, the show had already started, so around 9 a.m. perhaps? Because the more mud I applied, the more zone I got, the doggy the animal's fur became. There's no trance, quite like the trance one enters one... quite like the trance one enters when one slathers an animal with thick black mud. While the circus performance was underway, he was giving one of the animals a mud pack treatment.
That animal could have been...
Indeed, our polar bear.
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, your latest assertion simply introduces yet another contradiction. The footage from the security camera...
I fully understand, Your Honor, and your doubts are entirely justified. Mr. Sawhead mentioned applying the mud pack while the circus performance was underway. And this does indeed introduce a new contradiction concerning the security footage.
It does.
Yes. Let's put it this way. When would you expect the footage to have been recorded, Kay?
Taken right after he applied the mud pack treatment, it should have been around 9 a.m.
In which case, something isn't right about the footage.
Really? And what's that?
What new contradiction does the security footage introduce relative to when it was recorded? Over the fact that it was at 6:41 in the morning, for one.
Time shown in the videos. Yep, 6:42 a.m., which contradicts.
Take that!
Mr. Sawhead said he administered the treatment at around 9 a.m. In which case, the security footage should also show a time of around 9. However, the timestamp says 6:42 a.m. On the day of the murder, the prisoners all went out to the yard to watch the circus. It seems I do wish the options in which the animal it was were fully a man, a bear, and a pig. The man, bear, pig. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All three, Mr. Canis, who remained in his cell in maximum security, or all except three, Mr. Sawhit, who was administering a mud pack treatment in the workshop, and Rocco Carcerado, who had been awaiting that precise moment to put his escape plan into action. I believe he entrusted the bear to Mr. Sawhead before entering the tunnel. And the bear then slipped out of Mr. Sawhead's grasp to run after its human. Mr. Sawhead would then have left the workshop to pursue the bear, at which point he saw Mr. Canis' dog retrieving the murder weapon from Knight's body. It all fits perfectly except for the security footage, which should have been recorded from around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is 3 hours off.
Why would the timestamp be wrong?
Detective, I would like you to have the security camera examined right away, please.
Back, sir. I just talked to the guards and seems like the time codes can slip on these cameras if they lose power.
What?
They're pretty old, sir. I guess the clock stops when the power's off.
Which would mean the power was off for approximately 3 hours at some point.
That's not all, sir. Remember how Knight denied stealing the keys? Won't believe them, considering, well, you know, he seemed kind of like the only suspect. Turns out that wasn't all he said. He also said he was knocked out cold, just like the other guy.
Which may not necessarily have been a lie.
Darlings, there you are. How about the investigation? Is there anything I could do to help things along?
Oh, like a little fox with the.
Actually, there might be something we could do for you, Warden Lagarde. The escapee, Mr. Carcerado. I believe he may still be on the premises. He is disguised as a guard. Here's the proof, should you need it. We're reasonably certain that this person captured on this tape is our man. If I'm correct, he might even be right here in this room with us now.
Hey, Mr. Carceretto would have been wearing a bracelet, right?
Yes, a bracelet that could easily be hidden under the sleeves of his stolen uniform. Furthermore, the doors out of the prison proper don't have those sensors that detect the bracelets installed. So if he avoided doors with sensors, he could simply wait for an opportunity to finally make his escape.
Oh yes, I suppose he could. He'd just have to avoid the workshops and cells and... Oh my! He's one of you, isn't he? He's here right now!
Look, it's Teddy!
Oh.
Hey, paws off! Get your mitts off me, you big polo guy!
Thank you, Teddy. Very kind of you to confirm our suspicions.
Dang it, kid! If it wasn't for you, I'd...
What a thing it is to be loved, huh, Mr. Carcerado? I'm almost envious.
Ah, it's apprehend this man, this instant.
A moment, if you will. I have some questions for our would-be escapee. If we are to learn the truth, I will need to speak with him. With your permission, of course.
Can hardly say no, now can I?
Well, come on then. Hit me with your best shot.
Mr. Carcerado's escape route led directly to Knight's cell. So it's highly possible he has something to offer. Tell me what you were doing on the day that Mr. Knight's body was discovered.
Also, I just remembered the other detail I forgot to mention. It was also the fact that the wound was stabbed repeatedly with in the same place.
Also, I just noticed that his the weights on his wrists are not there anymore.
It was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? Had me a guard's uniform, a whole dog, and a plan in place. So I went for it on the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right up after me. That sack of fur was covered in mud too. Had to go back to our cell. I would have gotten away with it if somebody hadn't offered off night and brought you bums down here.
You claim to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it?
How? Used everything I could get my hands on. See? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cockamamie fixer.
Yeah,
Cockamamie.
Yeah.
Cockamamie fixer. And what do I get to show for it, huh?
Yeah, Tim even points out, at least it explains why he was insisting on losing body weight. He was digging a narrow tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day. Now, there's an outside chance Mr. Carcerado and not met face to face just before the latter's death. I should see what other details I can extract from him.
Please press up the third statement.
Hold it!
The uniform, was that from the fixer too?
Sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guard. Had the guy swipe it from Pal's lock.
And were you wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel?
Nope. Would have got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it until I got to the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I think. Freedom beckons, and then the furball here jumps up at me.
Which would be the moment captured on camera.
I see.
I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony.
Once I was out of the tunnel and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Was that Mr. Knight's cell?
Alright.
Objection!
You claim that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it.
Yeah, you got a problem with that, because we can make it a problem if you catch my drift.
Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you still would have had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Mr. Carcerado, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key.
I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake because the door was open. I walked right out.
Objection!
Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you finally succeeded today, it was truly unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted to escape previously.
Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you.
Which was during the circus performance before the body was discovered. The holding cell was still locked at that time because no one knew Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape wouldn't have been possible. Are you saying, could he really have... I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was, in fact, perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerado. He's the one who attacked the guard. But not just the guard, Knight too. All to gain possession of the guard's keys.
It wasn't me, you lousy bum. I didn't even know this Knight guy.
Objection!
After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape. A moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show. Just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend.
That's who, huh? You got proof, genius? This isn't your win yet. Nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count, and everybody knows.
Objection!
Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim of the guard was as much a victim as the guard in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell.
The white fool.
Take that!
You found traces of Knight's blood on the clean wheel-like floor of his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you that attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole his keys. Also, Tim says amusingly, tomorrow is another day as a Warcraft Death Knight formal goodbye.
Why, I oughta... What's with you, huh? That newspaper wiped the blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it.
Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway?
They checked Knight in the guard's hands. They would have seen those two never came to blood. But that blood give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure there was a third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they found the tunnel in the heartbeat.
So you wiped up the blood to buy yourself a little more time, so you could wait for a better opportunity.
Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now hand over the keys!
Right. The kisser.
Emotional damage.
KO'd by a lousy sticking bomb.
You win!
Fine. You want keys? Here, I'll be a choke on them.
Overruled.
I should probably stream Street Fighter at some point on here. Wait a moment, if Mr. Carcerado here had the keys... Indeed, Your Honor. Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell. That was the only way he would have been able to enter Mr. Saint's cage and be moved to the workshop. Unfortunately for you, we now know that the theory cannot possibly be true.
No.
Guess this changes things up a bit, yeah. The only person who could have moved Knight's body. The one person who knew about that tunnel.
No, you gotta be freaking.
Mr. Carcerado, you're under arrest. Come quietly now, pal.
Wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. All right, fine. I knocked those two chumps out, and I stole the key. But after that, I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went to the Knight's cell, there was nobody around, and I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way there or something? I couldn't even have gotten out of my cell.
Indeed, you only had this key to Mr. Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison. But Mr. Canis's dog could.
What?
It was not you, but Helmet, who moved the body from your cell to the workshop.
I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this con. You're saying he wasn't the only con in this conspiracy.
Indeed. One can easily imagine that Mr. Carcerado and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Carcerado could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell.
Then Mr. Canis's dog took him from there to the workshop.
There are no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison. Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Carcerado.
How could you be so sure, huh? Maybe there's more of them, and you just don't know.
Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough.
You got that right. You try scrapping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me.
What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself?
Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell. Ran all the way from there to the well in the yard already. Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel already. I just made good on what somebody else already started.
Oh no.
Then what was the original tunnel for?
Who knows? You're the one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out.
Ooh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like to get water from the well or something.
I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, Kay.
Well's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, Come to think of it, the smell. Yeah, always smelled kind of nice down there.
Oh.
Nice.
Gee, I didn't know. Smelled sort of like dessert, I guess. Oh yeah, didn't Gumshoe said he smelled something nice earlier?
Yeah. A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across a sweet scent before?
Take that!
Mr. Nightspot?
Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet smell when
Yep.
we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent of the body and traced its route back through the prison. And then, Mr. Carcerado, was how we found your tunnel. Could that same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well? Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest that this is evidence of the body having been moved through the tunnel? I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carcerado, you're the only person who could have done it. No one else had access. You have our thanks, Mr. Carcerado, truly. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident.
What? You ain't pinning this on me.
I am glad to see that we're finally in agreement, Your Honor. Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Carcerado may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
Hold it!
What do you mean? I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, EJ, tunnel snakes ruled! Granted, it seems like he did attack Mr. Knight. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result.
What are the odds of that, Ben? Because I was just showing you a video about something funny on the...
Yeah,
Oh.
Radio was showing me a thing from Rooster Teeth about Fallout 4 specifically.
Yeah, there was these tunnel snake guys.
And what if he wasn't?
I know which video you're referring to.
Yeah, it was a Fallout 4 reference. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcerado had reached a certain agreement?
What kind of agreement exactly?
Mr. Knight was plotting an escape himself. An escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And here was that precise means in the form of the keys Mr. Carcerado had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcerado himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Carcerado's plans be ruined. And so the two struck a deal.
Lady, the only striking I do is with my fist.
My, still you deny it?
So, we're agreeing that we still disagree.
Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcerado unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move him into the prison proper, just as planned.
Ah, and then he took Mr. Knight into the workshop and did the dirty deed.
Objection!
Were neither of you listening? The scent on Knight's body proved it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from his cell to the... Perhaps if you would let me finish, Mr. Edgeworth. I am not denying Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel. Then what are you driving at?
This is a trick question?
As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, the sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell.
Then how did it get down there?
There was another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there?
Well, a yard? Oh, yeah, that thing.
Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop, he took it outside. There he killed Mr. Knight, and threw his body down the well. Mr. Canis's dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body here to his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at the approximate time of the body's discovery?
The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing for everyone. Wait, Simeon! Ah!
Ah, indeed. And so you see how it must have also been him who disposed of the body. Judge Cavell is a truly formidable opponent. He so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts. I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well, I am sure you will agree.
Objection!
Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the empty well, you cannot conclusively say it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time.
Overruled.
My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth, but it simply could not have been. What? Mr. Caserado was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Caserado, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there?
No. Place was clean.
If the body had been at the bottom of the well before the show began, Mr. Caserado would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. Which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down during the well and moved to the workshop at some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint? Oh!
What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth?
The body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well. Things don't look good for Mr. Saint. Still.
Unless...
Your Honor,
Oh, that is sneaky.
Your Honor, your theory is still just that, a theory. And I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up.
A game sorry.
I concede that for the moment I do not. May I suggest that we investigate the yard again? Well, may the goddess of justice go with you.
Now then, to the yard. Perhaps we can finally put this case to rest.
What's that sound?
Yikes, is there a fire?
Someone else escape?
Did we maybe skip town too?
Darlings, please, there's nothing to be alarmed about. Which, I mean, that's not an alarm, it's the dinner bell. Though I suppose it's rather alarming if you aren't used to it.
Certainly scared the heck out of me.
I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea, I hope you can forgive us. Alright, you two, back to your posts. Chop chop! As for you, Rocco, Or Serrano, it's time you went back to your room.
Fine, I get the pitch. Come on, Teddy, we're out of here.
Warden Lagarde, we'd like to take one more look around the yard now.
Hey, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Since hours are over, I'm afraid, tomorrow,
Oh, it's imperative we investigate it right away!
I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you think, darling? Murderers, escapees, so eventful. And I guess what home to Betty buys, isn't it? Yes, it is. Come on now, darling, don't make me bore you with all that I'm in the warden, this is an order nonsense.
Warden Lagarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can wait. I bid you all good day.
Are you waiting for Kittykins? Off you go.
Fine. At least there is a tomorrow for me. Judge Cavell believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well, and then taken through Mr. Carcerato's cell to the workshop. But is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? He also seems to believe Mr. Saint had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure out a way to save Simone. I know we will.
Yes, we will. I will prove that Mr. Saint is innocent, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Partially, it's not going to be tomorrow. It'll have to be 3 days from now.
Yep. So we will go ahead and take a save here. We would go ahead and keep going for a little bit, but the thing is even if we were doing the full run, we'd only be going up until about 11 my time. We're about 20 minutes till 10, and Radio said he had to leave early for the night.
Yeah, I gotta leave in about another 20 minutes.
So we'll go ahead and we'll call that here for Ace Attorney.
Yeah, I apologize, guys, but it's out of my hand.
It's all right.
But yeah. I don't know really what else to do for the next hour and 20.
Well, it's Street Fighter.
I don't have that. I don't actually have Street Fighter.
You have the Genesis collection.
I
mean, Ben, there is the well, Ben, if you have a quick one on the Genesis and it's a Genesis and it's the Genesis version of Street Fighter's on there.
I mean, all right.
Well, that's Capcom left it out to bolster their sales of the Genesis collection beforehand.
Oh, man, it's got to download.
If you're looking for a Street Fighter, you've got on hand at the last minute.
Yeah, I suppose we can.
I'm just happy that Donkey Kong 64 is finally going on the Switch.
When is that supposed to be out, by the way?
June 4th.
June 4th? That's only a few days from now.
Next week.
Yep.
It'll be next Thursday.
Super Thunderblade, Streets of Rage, E-SWAT.
There it is. There's the Pulse Moon.
Oh!
Not only that, because with Donkey Kong 64 going out, this still gives me...
Okay, I see it now.
It still gives me hope that maybe Diddy Kong Racing will still be added in there.
I hope so, but I doubt it.
classic intro song.
You want to set the controls back before you start, or
Oh yeah, not a bad idea actually. Keep it up. So
alternative. Oh yeah, man, you could go into the SO settings and check with the buttons or something. Then
yeah, actually. s-
Oh yeah, this was made with the Genesis controller in mind, not the Pro controller.
oh, they don't have the map. Oh, the Genesis doesn't have the map control function. Uh-oh.
uh s- Okay, so A, B, C, Y, and then X and Z are the two shoulder. Yeah, that's all I needed to know. Yeah. So X and Z would be my low and high punch. Y would be my well, the X button technically would be my Y, which would be my middle punch, and then A, B, and C would be my low, middle, and high kick. Let's see, who do I want to play as? I mean, I could go Cheferino and go with Dulcim. I've almost always gone with E Honda though myself personally. It has been a hot minute since I've actually played. Oh, it just shows for me. Okay,
Right.
never mind then. Guess we're going Guile.
Where's high school girl when you need her?
And EJ says he'd take me up on Street Fighter 2 if he could. Oh, he got me.
You know Giles moves, do you, Ben?
No.
You hold. I think of the sonic boom. You hold back for a few seconds, and you push forward in the attack button. Oh yeah, you hold back for 2 seconds, then push forward punch with a sonic boom. Okay.
Okay. How do you realize the end of Mysteries of Yoga? Oh, I didn't meet him. Oh, I can actually choose somebody else. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vega. Just to. Tim asked me if we could range it on our Friday, but well, the only way I'd probably be able to do Street Fighter like this particular one, the Sega Genesis version, would maybe see if Street Fighter 2 is available on Sega Classics on Steam. That would be the only way I'd probably be able to play with EJ. Because last I understand, EJ doesn't have a Switch.
Unless you got the Legacy, unless you got the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, and on Steam instead.
Oh, that could also work.
But I think it's restricted like Hyper Fighting Super Turbo.
Oh. want to, like, point out that I kind of suck at this. Oh, wow, I seem to be... Oh, yeah, I actually won. There we go. I was like wondering what that sounds like. Oh, those were supposed to be the elephants.
You can only do so much with 16-bit soundtrack after all.
Hey, Gambit! So I hate to do this, but this is... Oh. Oh. This is the reason why I always went with the E-Honda. Get over here! I'm gonna slap you! I'm gonna slap you! I am kind of surprised he's even able to, like, lift that guy up.
The power of yoga.
You can run over to. I was gonna say, but never mind. I was gonna say, if you push close to him, you punch or that heavy kick, you can do the throw.
Oh, okay.
If you're right, if you're pushing you like forward and you're right touching him, then when you punch or do the heavy punch or the kick, you'll throw him. Oh. Yeah, try jumping over his fireballs and giving a kick like that. There you go.
I don't remember if I mained Ryu or Ken back in the day when I first tried this game out.
Oh, I tried jumping over it, I landed right on it instead.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. You did one of your little hugs. Except, I think with Honda, I think like it's heavy kick against them and throws like that squeeze attack.
I always found it really hard to jump with the D-pad as his controller.
Oh, mirror match.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That was close to being a double KO.
right.
You held on to with a sliver of health.
Okay. I call shenanigans on that one, but oh, whatever.
Boy.
Oh, we actually get for progress. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is Ryu grayed out?
Because you beat him in the one.
Oh.
Because you beat him in the one player.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's funny. It's also funny Honda's still in the, even though you're not mirror matching, Honda's still in the alternate color. There you go.
I'm trying to remember the button combo. All I just remember was like right back, forward, and I think high punch or something like that.
And doing it backwards and Pig is the hurricane kick.
Right backwards, you said?
No, I mean doing the motion for the Hadouken, but doing it backwards and hitting kick instead is like hurricane kick.
Oh. I'm gonna try that again. Oh, no, I'm in the alternate color.
I think it's because you push start, I think.
Oh. There we go.
Oh, nice. You see it?
Ow, 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 ow.
Alright, I think I'm gonna take off. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you, Ben, for the stream.
Alright, not a problem.
I'll catch you guys later.
Oh,
Later, radio.
Oh, that was close.
He got me with the flying headbutt. Ow. Alright, well, thanks for coming on by radio. Appreciate it.
Yep. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna.
Me too.
Ow. Yeah, I'm just not really good with Ryu. And Gen's basically just like a clone of him anyway, so
That's with slightly different move sets.
This is you know, a champion. Before they make Reed kind of a bit different with his fireball falls in the flaming dragon punch.
I'll give him one more try with Chun-Li, and I think we'll probably.
And with Chun-Li, you know, you got that lightning kick if you miss kick down like with Honda. Oh. Maybe mash kick instead. You got the lightning kick. But
There we go. Ow.
ooh.
Yeah, like I said, I suck at Street Fighter, so.
I was about to say there was also shooting special where you could hold that where you duck for 2 seconds and push up kick, but okay.
Oh, I can try that.
Yeah, hold duck for 2 seconds, and then and immediately push up and down and get hands into it.
If he lets me have some breathing room.
Oh, there's the buttons.
I was trying.
Now there it was pretty much out of it.
Okay. That clearly didn't work. Oh, that was funny, though. Yeah. Still got the top score, though. Oh.
Good effort, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun, though. Like I said, it's not very often that I get to play. Or it's not that I get to play. I mean, I can play this whenever I want. It's just.
On stream.
It's just. It's like I said, it's been years since I played Street Fighter, and even then I wasn't very good at it. So. But there are some options on here I could do for like later
Oh,
stuff.
Shining Force 2.
Yeah. We got Shining Force, we've got
Sonic Spinball.
Sonic Spinball. Wily Wars would probably be fun to go through.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go through the first 3, the Genesis versions of the first 3 games to do the Wily Tower, but...
Yeah. Shining Force 1 is on here too. Dang. Interesting. Hang on, I want to check something here. Oh yeah, they do have Revenge of Shinobi on here. All right, cool. Wonder what version this is. Probably the one with the. Oh, I think they have the pink costume. The reason I asked is because Revenge of Shinobi had like an interesting boss fight at some point where you took on what was effectively Spider-Man. But then when you beat him, he turned into Batman, of all things.
Well, they are both detectives in one sense or another.
But Revenge of Shinobi had a number of different revisions done to it, where I think for the Virtual Console release back in the day, they changed the Spider-Man outfit to where it wasn't like Spider-Man was like all pink basically instead of just the iconic red and blue. And I think
And they didn't want copyright claim.
And I think Batman was changed to Devilman, if I'm not mistaken. Tim Red Pulseman is Pulsemon.
Osman.
I mean, it's not entirely outside the realm of, I mean, it's understandable because Game Freak was the one that made Pulseman. Game Freak was the one that went on to make Pokemon. So, I mean, it's not without its
It's
I can see
understandable.
the similarities,
Yeah.
including the design for Pikachu's tail.
Yeah. And in fact, yeah, believe it or not, I think it was Pulse Man's original move, Volt Tackle or something like that, or Voltaker, was given to Pikachu has a signature move come Generation 4, where Voltaker was translated as Volt Tackle in English. So, yeah, we got.
Yeah, reading this bit, and I think the Revenge should know he's the censored one where they turned Spider-Man pink because I think if you booted up the copyright for him's not there.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't
pink
see it here.
So
in the
Ghosts and
original-
Goblins.
because there was actually a copyright for Spider-Man and Marvel in the original.
Figured as much.
So you said.
Sorry for almost interrupting, JE. I was just reminiscing about playing this game at my grandparents' place when I was a kid.
Yeah, we got Google. That's a possibility. I'm never really played
That
Ghosts or
game is hard
Goblins.
as nails. It's a lot. It's harder than Mega Man times 10.
Yeah. Take care, EJ. Thanks for coming by, bud.
Later, Joy.
We'll probably be ending here soon too. Yeah, I know. I know of the old Ghosts and Goblins. I've never played it myself, but I do know it is hard as balls. Vector Man was another game that I was also thinking about doing at some point. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and I think we'll call that here for now because we've done quite a bit of progress, and we even
Some progress is better than no progress, they say.
yep, and we did go ahead and do a little bit of stuff on here, but yeah, we've got more options to put in for the to-do list, not necessarily that we have to cover, but because let me look up the list I have here.
Donkey Kong 64 is coming out the week next, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you could make Sunday a community night, then start up 64 the week after.
Probably because what's going on is like I have on my list here. I have like the Mega Man 0, 2, 3, and 4 as well as ZX and Advent. Right now, unless I were to double dip and get the Switch version of those games, I can't do those right at the moment because the versions I've got for the collection is the PS4, and I can't run that on my capture card at the moment.
I ran into that problem with the Mega Man X collection, but I got it on sale, the first part of it on sale for the Switch a year back.
To say, I also have like on the Shovel Knight collection specifically Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and King Knight stories. I actually haven't also finished Shovel Knight story as well. I'd have to go ahead and do the baseline Shovel of Hope again. I mean, I could play through that.
Oh, it's so good.
I could go ahead and play through that
I
again.
played that to completion.
It's been like a hot minute since I played Shovel of Hope on stream, so that's something we can also mark down. I was asked by Radio to hold off doing Devil May Cry on stream because he wanted to show me something on that first, and so I'm gonna go ahead and not do that right away. I know for certain. The Bayonetta trilogy I also have listed. I don't actually have any of those games yet, but I am going to have to pick those up at some point. I know Bayonetta 1 and 2 can be picked up on Nintendo for like, they have like a bundle going on where you can get both games for $60. And then the third game is
I have
also
both games for Wii U.
and then the third game is also standalone for $60 as well. So that's going to have to be some future purchase. Maybe if they go on sale at some point. But yeah, like all the stuff on like a whole bunch of stuff on here as well. Like for example, I know Jay wanted me to do DBZ Kakarot for some time. That's been on there for quite a while. So.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
So, like I said, we've got no shortage of games to go over at some point in the future. We like just knocking off some of the stuff off of here. I could knock off like 11 of these titles on here, and we'd still have at least over 30 from which to choose from for Sunday. So,
Oh yeah, Mina the Hollower's coming out on the May 29th.
yeah, that's another one I've been wanting to, thinking about picking up because that's from the same guys as the Shovel Knight devs.
Yeah.
So, definitely looking forward to maybe picking that up at some point. But yeah, like I said, we have options. Definitely no shortage of them. But like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If we have to, I mean, I could always consult the wheel and leave it up to chance. So that being said, though, we will go ahead and end things off here for the night. Thanks everyone again for Twitch chat for coming on by. Want to thank you guys for being here for CoComs as always.
Pleasure.
As always, this has been Mr. Ben.
Mr. J. Smith.
PM21.
Also saying, thanks on behalf of Radio Dog and Swack who were here earlier. We will be seeing you guys for more Ace Attorney on Saturday and whatever comes our way on Sunday. Catch you guys then. Later, y'all.
See you, folks.
Hope the rest of the week goes well for you.